you a little bit about Yvonne. Yvonne and I basically started in the adult literacy field around the same time. And I have to say that I'm in my 30th year of it. So, you know, it's been a bit. We both started as child prodigies. That's our story, and we're sticking to it no matter what. So, Yvonne and I worked together for many, many years, and she was a really good friend of mine. I really appreciate it. Yvonne had the best sense of humor, and she just loved the learners. She loved everything to do with an adult learner. She used to call them pinchable. She's like, they're just so pinchable. And Yvonne, as a matter of fact, in her last years when she was working at the school board, St. Louis, she actually spent her lunch hours with the students instead of with the instructors because she found it so much fun and so interesting to her to have these learners talking to her about what they're doing and how they're moving forward. She found that very inspirational. She was always about the learners. And it's because Yvonne herself, when she was going through elementary school and high school, she always felt like she just wasn't that bright and she wasn't that good at it. And then after high school, it was diagnosed that she had a learning disability. She had a real vision issue. And once they actually could put something in place for her to fix that and allow her the extra time she needed to do exams and everything, she went to university and got her degree in social work and was at the top of her class. She was brilliant. And this is what we find out about so many of our learners, is that you've faced so many barriers to learning, and then it's finally somebody finds that little piece of solution that makes you move and go and just blossom. And that's what these awards are about, because Yvonne was very much about how can we help everybody overcome their barriers. And that's the exciting thing about this. And it just makes me smile through these awards always. And congratulations to everybody that was nominated for everything, because it's an achievement. It's an achievement to have the braveness to come forward first to get the help. And then to work through that is got to be, it's hard enough. I know when I go back and take a course, I'm worried about, you know, am I going to do well? Am I going to pass? And I keep thinking all the strength of character that you have to be an adult literacy learner is what amazes us. And we are just so impressed with you. So with that said, I'd like to pass it back over to Robin as the mistress of ceremonies today.
Thank you, Jane. Excellent. My microphone is on and ready, and we are moving ahead with the awards presentation. All right. Now, there were a lot of nominations that came forward, and unfortunately, our pockets, they do have ends, and we can't recognize everyone in the way that we would like to. But we would like to recognize the efforts of the following nominees that were nominated by our programs for the tremendous efforts that they put forward. So Frank and Cassandra and Kyle and Nawadir, I would love to get a big wave from you and a big applause from everybody else, because we are so super impressed. If only I could hear, yeah, Jane, give us one of those. I can hear it in my head. We are going to mail out the certificates, nice little framed things for you. Today they are just appearing here on the screen as we celebrate your achievements and the success and the effort that you continue to put forward with your learning.
And Robin, I'm just going to add to your little piece there is that you folks don't know how hard it is to actually make this decision, because seriously, Robin and I sit there and go and read through these and go, oh, they're all so worthy of this, because you all are. And that's the truth. It's just so difficult to make the decisions.
Absolutely. So we do wish that we could honor everyone at the same level, but as we continue, there's a space bar. We are going to recognize now our honorable mention nominees, and they will receive a certificate as well in the mail, and they will receive a small Oh, let's see if I can get a name to come up with that. So the first honorable mention goes to Sylvia Morgado. Sylvia, out there? I know you are. I saw you come in, Sylvia. Would you like, wait a minute. First up, there we go. Who's my nominator out there? Would you like to take a few moments to say a few words about Sylvia?
Is that me here?
I believe so, yes.
All right. Oh, sorry. Just a little heads up, working at home, I have 2 small kids in the background. So I apologize if you start hearing them scream at any point, which they have been doing. They're being quiet right now. Sylvia is, I came across Sylvia a couple of years ago. And she just has such a big, warm, wonderful personality, which I very much miss in the class, Sylvia. One of the things I just really have always found wonderful about Sylvia is her persistence. As Jane, you were mentioning, you have to be so brave to come back into learning. And often it's not you go in once and everything just works out perfectly. Sometimes that happens, but it doesn't always. And what Sylvia has been so great about is that she doesn't give up. She's had a couple times where she's come in to do upgrading and gotten really far, but maybe didn't quite get all the way there. And Sylvia, I've just been so proud of you because you don't give up. You have had challenges where you've had to, start again or try a different path, and you've kept doing that. And that persistence that she has developed over the years has really paid off. She's with me. She was able to do her upgrading and completed 2 of her credits. And then she went on and found work, and she was able to finish 2 more credits through the workplace credits program. And now, except for just finishing up a little bit of paperwork, she is almost fully has her Ontario Secondary School diploma now. So I'm just so proud of you, Sylvia, for continuing that. And that's just in like the last month that is finally coming through. So Sylvia, super, super proud of you.
Absolutely amazing, Sylvia. We could tell from the nomination that came through, it's just the passion is there for learning. Sylvia, are you able to take the microphone and speak a few words about your experience in upgrading?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's been amazing. Thank you, Heather, for everything that you said. It's awesome. Very emotional right now. Just thank you. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I wasn't prepared.
That's okay, Sylvia. No pressure. Just want to give you the opportunity. Thank you so much.
If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
You know it, my dear.
Yes.
You know it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. All right. I'm going to press the next slide, and I'm going to ask the nominator to speak. These are our winners. Kashil, we're not sure if Kashil is in here today. Kashil was invited. We're hoping that Kashil is in here, but first I'm going to let Jennifer say a few words and tell us a little bit about Kashil, and then if Kashil is here, we'll give that opportunity to speak as well. If not, we're definitely sharing the recording.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and yeah, I'm not sure. I saw some people come in by phone, so one of those might be her, I don't know, but she can watch it later if she couldn't come. So Kashil was a learner in Project Read's Get Set Learn program, and it's a program for parents and their children, and the parents are learning about how to help their children learn literacy skills and help their children to succeed at school. She was a single mom that had been through some struggles, and her family had been through some challenges, and they were in a temporary living arrangement, and her children were experiencing some separation anxiety. So it was super hard for Kashil to do what she wanted, which was she wanted to move forward with her goals. So she came to the program with her little son, and he wouldn't leave her when she had to go into the adult class, because that's how it works. You spend some time together as a family, and then the adults go to the adult class. She was so super determined that she came back to the program 3 times so that she could get the learning that she missed in the times when he wouldn't let her go in the class, which I thought was amazing. It's basically like taking a course 3 times. And she became a role model for the other parents because she was so determined and persevered so much to try to get the learning to help her son and her daughter. She had barriers to learning, obviously, but she just kept going. And she was really brave about it, really positive, and much more patient than I feel that I would ever have been. She had a really strong drive to improve her life for her children. And she eventually succeeded in getting all the learning in and all the goal setting in the program of Get Set Learn, because the parents also get to do some goal setting and some planning for their future. And she eventually was able to get more permanent housing, put her son in daycare, and she moved on to the Small Steps to Success program. I am in awe of Kashil and what she was able to accomplish with the challenges that she faced as a learner, and I just wish her all the best. I think what she did was absolutely amazing. So thank you very much.
I don't
Bravo.
know who's on the 519 area code there. If we mute them, I don't think you can unmute them.
No, we don't have that permission. Only.
So did we mute them then? We had
No, they
actually
may
done
have done it on their own.
Can they on the phone?
Yeah. So, Kashil, I'm giving you a shout out. If you are out there on our meeting call, whether it's on a phone or on a web camera, do you have the ability to speak to us and to say a few words? Give a couple seconds to try, or even to put a word in the chat channel if you've got access to the chat channel.
Wait, I just have to add them. Admit, I think we just had her admit it.
Oh. Hello, Kashil, are you here? That's Kaisley.
That could be.
That could be somebody that she's using.
Yeah,
their
it could be.
Her family or something. So Kashil, down at the bottom of the screen, if you put your cursor down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see where your microphone is. Just make sure it's not red. Like click it. If it's red, it should be white.
But don't click the red phone because it'll send you out.
So click the red phone.
Just a little microphone picture. Not seeing that happen here.
All right. Well, we'll come back at the end. If Kashil, if you're able to find your microphone and speak to us, we'll take an opportunity at the end as well, just for a few moments. But at this point, I'm going to continue us forward, okay? But we do want to do, before we go forward, a final big round of applause for Kashil and those. Oh,
there she goes.
I'm here.
just
Hi.
in time. We were just giving you that final round of applause. Jennifer has. Go ahead, Jennifer.
We were just talking about you and what an amazing accomplishment that you had to continue to come to the Get That Learn program despite a lot of challenges, and that you were an amazing learner in my program. So I just wanted to say you did a fantastic job, and we're so amazed by your success that you've continued on with your learning and that you've been a role model for not only other learners but for your children. So really, really impressed. So good job.
Thank you.
Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I'm still learning, and thank you for the program. It really opened my eyes when it comes to how education starts at a very young age. So, and I'm still continue doing that with both of my kids. And like what I said, I'm still continue learning every single day. So thank you.
Thank you, Kashil. Fantastic. You're doing an amazing job out there. Keep it up. We are all so proud of you. All these little happy faces. I know it.
Robin, can we say what they have won?
Yes, we can. Where am I at the list? Kashil
Yes.
All right, I'm trying to keep all my papers straight and make sure that I don't give the incorrect information. Kashil, you will be receiving a check for $200 in the mail.
Oh,
Well, I will
thank
coordinate
you.
getting that to you as well as a certificate. Sylvia
Thank you so
and
much.
no, it's our pleasure. This is what our awards fund is all about. It's celebrating your successes and sharing it with the learners. Sylvia and Grace will be receiving a check in the amount of $50 each, and we will be making coordinations to get the certificates and the checks out to you. My next winner, ready for the next winner? Last but not least, okay, last but not least.
Kashil, if you turn your microphone off again, we'll be able to hear better. Thanks,
Okay.
honey. Yeah.
Hold on.
Thanks, Jennifer. Could the nominator for Dana please step forward? I believe that's Sue Damon. Say a few words to us about Dana and tell us about the experience with the literacy group.
Yeah, Dana came to us. She had just finished her high school diploma through a local adult ed upgrading program. She'd finished her high school. She was getting ready to go to Conestoga College, but she wanted to work on polishing her writing skills over the summer. So she worked with tutor John Dale. I see that he's in the room with us as well. For the summer to brush up on her writing skills. She went ahead and started the Conestoga, I think it was the Human Services Foundation program. Correct me, Dana, if I'm wrong. She had a little bit of struggle with college statistics, as would I. So she reached out to us again, and we matched her up with Jack Reeder, who happens to be in the math department at U of W at that time. So he did a little bit of tutoring with her over the summer again, or during the year, to help her with some of the math functional stuff that she would need to be able to succeed in her statistics course. And after finishing that, she went on to U of W, and she just finished her first year with a very, very high GPA, which she can tell you herself if she would like, and also made it onto the dean's list. Dana overcame a really difficult childhood. She has written her own story in a very powerful way, and I would love for you all to be able to read it. Her story is just quite amazing, and I'm just so pleased with Dana's tenacity, her motivation, her ability to self-direct, her focus. They made her such a wonderful student to work with, and I'm so happy that she's receiving this award.
Yay! Congratulations, Dana. You are the winner of another $200, which will be coming to you either in the mail or by me saying hello and leaving it on a doorstep so that you can safely get it. We're going to figure that out together. Dana, are you here? And would you like to say a few words about your experience?
Hello?
There you are. Hi.
Yeah, I'm really honored to have been nominated for this award and also to have won this award. It's been a really long journey, I feel like, for me educationally, but I'm really happy to have received all the help that I did from the Literacy Center and to have been able to get to where I am today. So thanks so much again.
Thank you. You've done an amazing job. Lifelong learning is challenging, and yeah, everybody's applauding out there.
Thanks.
From the bandstands again, we've got Jane. Yes. Good job, Sylvia. No, it's amazing what we all go through as we try to learn and improve ourselves and improve things so that you can be a role model for your children. I don't have children, so I can't I'm just working on me right now, but I can understand that taking care of little ones is that much more challenging. So well done to everyone. What's up next? That's the end of our awards ceremony. So at this point, I just want to reiterate our incredible thanks to Action Read, to the literacy group, to the skills upgrading program, to essential skills upgrading, to Conestoga College upgrading, to who else? I've got
Wellington County
Wellington
Learning
County
Center
Literacy Center. Yes.
and St. Louis.
Thank you. All of the upgrading programs in our Waterloo Wellington region that work with Project Read to ensure that we're able to have these programs and services available for everyone in our community. So Jennifer would like to say a few words in closing, I believe.
No, I just wanted to say one more thing, which was usually when we get to meet in person, I get to talk to Yvonne's family, but we can't do it as easily this time. So I just wanted to say again, also thank you to Yvonne's family for this, because it means so much to us and to the learners every year. So thanks so much for her.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we get to keep Yvonne's memory going with this award. It means an awful lot to you folks. I know that. And it's important because we have to celebrate. We have to celebrate learning and all of the effort you've taken. And we also need to get this out there in the public that this is an important thing that people need, because if you didn't have this, you wouldn't be able to move forward the way you should. And you deserve everything that you get that way. And you deserve all the supports that we can all give you. And you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Bravo, everyone.
And thanks for doing this. This was a really bizarre way to do it, but thank you, Robin, for putting this together. Thank you all for attending. We got little baby waves.
Oh yeah, little one over there. All kinds of little ones.
And this is fantastic. Robin, I'm going to let you end.
So Robin, can you send us the recording of this? Is that possible?
I can. I'm going to review it to make sure it worked.
Okay.
Did you have a question now, Adair?
Yeah, actually, I'm pleased to be with you online, and it is so wonderful encouragement for those who are new in this country, those who are still struggling to achieve their education. And I really encourage the program, and it is very wonderful because it's going to let us continue and have this heart for achieving our career or our goal in this Canada. And I really appreciate those who create this program for sharing such wonderful idea, and I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Adair, and thank you for joining us today. Very well said.
Did we miss any of the honorees?
I don't believe so.
Jane had just, not myself, Jane, but the other Jane had just asked if we had missed anyone.
There were 4 right at the beginning that were together.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't ask them to, oh, she says Cassandra. We didn't ask them to say.
No, but at this point in time, let's open the floor. If you want to take a few moments at this point, because we've scheduled from till 3:45. If you have to run, I understand, but I would like to give those folks an opportunity. We weren't sure how timing would work out with this new online format, if it would be too much or too little, but absolutely, I can bring that slide back up even. So if Cassandra would like to speak, or Frank, or Kyle, or Adair.
Yeah.
Adair did take a few moments there. Well done. Not waiting for the invitation. That's gonna make myself heard here. That's what I like.
I'd like to say something.
That'd be great.
It was a very great experience for me to do the Core Essentials program at St. Louis. And I'd like to thank Kim, Sandy, and Monica for all their help. And I'm going to be doing I'm going to be going to Conestoga College, and a 2-year program over there in the fall.
What are you taking, Frank?
It's called CIC program, Communication. What does it stand for? Community Integration through Cooperative Education.
Great.
Wow.
I don't even remember. I teach a couple of courses over there, and I can never remember the name of the program I'm teaching. So, so don't feel bad about not remembering the name. You did better than I do. That's great. You're going to have fun at Conestoga. They run really good programs.
Indeed. Congratulations on getting in and starting on that path. That's huge. Now we just need to figure out they need to figure out how you take those classes now in the current situation, but that's for them to figure out.
It's all off of Zoom. It's a Zoom world.
This is just practice then.
Oh, Cassandra's here.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Cassandra.
How are you guys?
Fantastic that we get to do this with you guys.
I'd like to say thank you to Carlene and Linda at the literacy group in Kitchener that they helped me with.
Thank you.
Upgrading.
That's great. Just continue on with what you're doing. And I can honestly tell you, folks, we have had people that were honorable mentions in the past that have gone on to win the award later because they've done so well and continued on. So it's to even get your name up here is think of all the learners we have in programs in our region. And you guys are just a few that have made it to the top. So this is something to be celebrated because we have, how many learners do we have in together? I think it's around 1,600 learners a year in our programs in Waterloo, Wellington. And we have just listed 8 people. Is that correct, Robin? 8 people. That is
correct.
8 out of 1,600. That is the top percentile. You guys have done amazing to get up here and be in this top league. I think you needed to know that, is that it wasn't just like 8 out of 10. This is out of 1,600 people.
Absolutely.
I wanted to suggest, I know that Dana has written a wonderful story of her life. We have just kind of snippets of the other nominees' life stories. It would be wonderful to maybe compile those and then post them on the Project Read site with the permission of the people, of course, so that these wonderful stories can become part of our, of our ongoing chronicle of the success of our learners.
Yeah, no, that would be lovely. I think, Sue, you must have seen my eyes kind of bug out, but yes, with permission, absolutely. So we can write to the learners who have been nominated, and we can request that if they want us to share their stories, then we will do so. But if not, it's your story, so that's okay too. Just respond to the email and let me know. Kyle, is Kyle out there? Did Kyle want to say a word or two?
Yes, I would like to say thank you to Sandy and Kim at St. Louis with Core Essentials. They helped me a lot finish my math, and I appreciate them doing that, and I'm happy to receive this award.
Excellent. Well done, guys. I'm so pleased that everybody's upping their skills in the math game so that you can all help me. Good stats on the fly there, Jane, as well. That's wonderful to know the numbers as they apply to our region right now. So thank you again to everyone for joining today, and congratulations to all of you who worked so hard. And Yeah, keep in touch with your programs, keep in touch with Project Read, follow us on Facebook or on Twitter, on YouTube. We've got lots of good stuff going on, and we're always trying to share the good stories of the learners and the programs in our community. With that, everyone, Jane, any final words, or are we closing?
Just thank you for always being an inspiration to us.
That's the word I was looking for, Jane. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.